I'm here at Florida State University's Coastal and Marine Lab. I just received a package from Miss Jessica Hennelly's third grade class, which is located in Chicago, Illinois, and I want to open it with you guys. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Dear Abigail, my favorite part of this project was Google Expedition because we get to see coral and how to save coral. From Jacob. Ms. Jessica Hennelly reached out to me last year looking for a way to teach her students about coral reefs and how they can make an impact. Her students used virtual reality to explore the reefs and see them for themselves. They also used Skype, where they were able to Skype me as a coral reef ecologist to learn more about what we're doing as scientists to protect their coral reefs, because they are all of our coral reefs. Even from snowy Chicago, they realized that they're very connected to the oceans. They were able to trace their connection through waterways down to the Gulf of Mexico and ultimately coral reefs. They then became incredibly passionate about sharing the word with the community and teaching their community about how they should be protecting coral reefs and doing more to protect our planet. They were looking for more ways than just promoting to their community to make a difference, so they decided to use their new 3D printer to 3D print coral for my research project. So here I have a letter from Leona. Leona says, Dear Abigail, my favorite part of the project was making 3D printed coral in the 3D printer to save some blue colored coral. Wow, cool. This helps our environment. Thank you, Leona. Dear Abigail, my favorite part of this project was printing coral on our 3D printer. I learned so much from it. I really liked this project. From Nico. Dear Abigail, my favorite part of the project was printing the coral in the 3D printer. From Josiah. Students are growing up around so much technology these days that their connection to technology is much more intuitive than me and older generations. Teaching them about how they can use this new technology like 3D printing and 3D modeling to make a difference in their world is such a powerful tool. It's one of the reasons I really enjoy science communication, because these students are growing up now knowing about coral reefs and knowing that they can make a difference, and no one is too powerless or too small to make a difference. Dear Abigail, my favorite part of this project was Skyping with you because I learned a lot about coral, like coral bleaching, and that coral can help you. From Gabriel. That's me. Gabriel drew a picture of me. Coral bleaching is bad. That's right. Gabriel, coral bleaching is bad. Dear Abigail, my favorite part of this project was Google Expedition. I saw white coral, that means bleaching. And I saw colorful coral, that means it's healthy. From Eddie. So using virtual reality technology, these students were not only able to see the coral reefs, but have a connection with what they're seeing and whether the white coral that they're seeing is a good thing or not. When they learn that it's not, and coral bleaching is when they release their zooxanthellae that they depend on for food, they wanted to do something. Dear Abigail, my favorite part of this project was going to the ocean with the Google Expedition because we got to see a bunch of coral healthy and bleached. I loved looking at the coral. Look on the back. From Sophia. Thank you, Sophia. I like that Sophia mentions that she was able to go to the ocean with Google Expeditions. Just because they're using this digital technology and seeing the oceans through a virtual lens doesn't mean that they're not actually feeling transported. This shows that Sophia felt like she was actually going to the oceans or traveling there, transported there, which is really, really powerful. Dear Abigail, my favorite part of the project was Skyping with you and telling us how coral reefs need help and telling us how we can help the coral reefs and showing us pictures of coral. And here's a beautiful image of me. It says, so I make 3D coral and put it in the ocean. That's right. Oh, there's more. Showing us how you made 3D coral pieces and how you asked for us to send them to you. From Kia. Dear Abigail, my favorite part of this project was we got to ask you questions when we Skyped with you, and we got to go on an expedition with my classmates. From Logan. He shows really impressive pictures of the marine life he saw on the Google expedition. This shows that going on this journey of science with me had a really profound impact on Logan, and he was able to connect with the science. He enjoyed talking to a scientist and getting to ask me questions. I'm glad that made a mark. Because 3D models are a digital file, I was able to email Miss Jessica Hennelly our 3D coral that I created by taking X-ray scans of a coral skeleton. And her class was able to use their 3D printer to print out coral, which I'll be using for my research. Oh, these look great. I want to send a huge, huge thank you to Miss Jessica Hennelly and her third graders for showing me that science communication is an incredibly powerful tool to teach you all about coral reefs and also show you that you can make a difference. Thank you for 3D printing coral. I'm super excited to use those in my research coming up this August, and I wish you the best of luck.